And welcome to Eurocup Tractor Pulling from Herning in Denmark, where today it's the big boys, the 4.5 ton modifieds. There's 5 from Holland, 2 from Germany and 5 from Denmark, where 4 are mainly concerned with the Danish championships. Here's the point standings at the moment after 2 rounds, with Simply Irresistible holding a 7-point lead over Whispering Giant, with Green Fighter, the 2010 champion, just 1 point behind in 3rd place. And here's the would-be champion, Techno Lambada, who've had their problems recently. Let's talk to Gert Demmerich.
Tell me a little bit about the expectations for today. How will it go?
It's a good question. That's answer number 1. It's a real good question because a lot of people know the Lambada, I think. Last winter we make a little bit makeover. We changed to a new color. It's a silver grey right now. Yeah. And the first competition in a 3-motor class went perfect. We win that class. And after that event, we are struggling a little bit with the tires. We changed some tires. Today, hopefully we have some good tires on. But I don't know what to say, because last week when we broke the rear end, we broke a planetary. Of course, we know the tractor can do the good thing. But I do our best today.
Well, they started with minis in the late 90s, moved on to modifieds and have taken over 25 Eurocups and European Championships since then. They're 4 new blowers with Kevlar scoops to give them better airflow. Yet opening up his Keith Blacks, he really means business today. And that is a full pull and a half to Techno Lambada. Second last year behind Simply Irresistible, only 6 at the moment, and they told me they must win today and then they will go to the next round, which is in Hungary. Well, at least they're on course for that. 34-year-old Gert, doing the business. He owns a car sales and repair business back home in Holland. Next into the arena is Ivan from Germany with 3 Russian Isotov TV3 helicopter turbines. Christian Sommer from near Bielefeld is behind the wheel. Christian taken over the driving from Martin Orkras, who's now the team boss. They were 6th at the first round in Bonnay, 4th at Marder in the last round. Christian told me that he realistically hopes for a top 5 placing today. Winding up the turbines. Nice speed off the line, maximising the power. And sailing over the 100-metre mark. Well, you couldn't ask for a better full pull than that. And I'm sure Christian Sommer is looking forward to the European Championships, which this year are being held at Fuchthof Arena in Germany. 27-year-old Christian is a mechanic back home there in Bielefeld. On now to another German team. This is Green Fighter, which in fact is based at Fuchthof. 6 European titles to their credit, and they're also regulars in the Eurocup, which they won in 2010, where they relegated Simply Irresistible to 2nd spot. Enrico Volaton opening up his 3 2,500 horsepower Allison motors. Looks to be heading for a full pull. Oh, I spoke too soon. Stopped in his tracks. Enrico looking behind him, so it could be the kill switch has been pulled accidentally by the sledge. If the sledge driver thinks the tractor's out of control, he can pull the switch. Like there, which kills the electrics and brings the tractor to a standstill. 86.75 to Green Fighter, which will get another pull later on. On now to Whispering Giant from Egmond in Holland. Let's talk to Hans Zubier, who's the driver.
It's mixed feelings because I'm standing quite high in the point, so the expectations are good, but we have some problems with our tires on the back on the tractor. So we changed the tires, and yeah, it's a big guess how it goes today.
Okay. Lambada also has problems with their tires. What's going on in Holland?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anything changed on the tractor compared to last year?
No big changes.
No big changes?
Just little things.
Right. And the turbines are ready?
Yeah, they were running great.
Okay. So who will be the worst competitor for you today?
Uh,
A lot of. Everybody can win here.
Okay.
I think it's a big guess.
So, out with the new, on with the old, and hoping that works for the 4 Isotov TB3 turbines. Oh, I think you made the right choice, Hans. A textbook full pull. So second place Whispering Giant through to the pull-off final. It was named originally after the Comet passenger plane, which had more knobs and switches than he has, but not many. Straight and true for the Dutchman. Now this is Fox from Denmark, which also won the first 2 Eurocups. That was in 93 and 94. They picked up another when they were running with 2 tractors. That was Fox Junior in 2000. This year they're currently in 8th place, so let's talk with Martin Larsen to find out why.
Jamen, sæsonen har været lidt...
He said, well, it's been a good and a bad season so far. We've started off with problems with our rear end. We broke it at the Eurocup meeting and finished. But now it's fixed and it's running okay. And we have a new computer with a race pack and data logging system, so we can check and see how the engines are running. We've just done 5 show pulls the last 3 weekends in Holland, where we took 5 first places and a second, so we're hopeful for today.
Den tradition håber vi lidt på, at vi ikke skal have igen i år. Sidste år tog vi bagtøjet, for i år tog vi...
But we have another tradition which says that we always have problems here at Herning, which is our home track, either with the rear end or compressor ring. But we have a good feeling about today, so let's just see. Martin Larsen, foot to the floor, hoping to please the home crowd. And doing it. That's a fine full pull to the day. That's the 4th into the pull-off final. Martin has taken over the reins of the Fox team after Torben Larsen. It's not been easy in this financial crisis to keep the tractor competitive, but they've got a new engine and there's talk of another later on, but they don't come easy. 200 to 250,000 kroner each. That's over 30,000 euros. But the most important thing is that they enjoy what they're doing. Travelling all over Europe throughout the summer and then coming here to Herning at the end of July to entertain the Danish crowd. As the sun is setting, and fortunately we're free of rain here at Herning. On now to Clickstar Double D with Willem Veldhuizen. He dominated the Superstocks in the European Championships and the Eurocups in the late 80s and 90s, and he builds many tractors for other teams. Then he decided to stop and move up to the modifieds. He's selling a lot more parts now, but he's not been as successful as he'd hoped. But he's not a quitter and he will make it work. And it looks like he has a lot of work to do. 67.59 for Willem. But it's an interesting idea, 2 big John Deere engines as a modified. Just needs time and he'll get it right, I'm sure of that. A this is the reigning Eurocup holder, Simply Irresistible from Holland, with Bastian Bouting in charge.
Last weekend we have problems in the rear end. It's completely broken. So just a whole week hard of work standing over here, and yesterday about 5 o'clock we were ready.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the tractors from Holland has problems with the rear end. Well, why is that?
Yeah, we don't know. We really don't know, because this is the third time this year for us. We don't know how it came. Now we have a little bit changes in the bearings, and we will see.
In the middle 90s, they won the European Championships in the mini class with Egbert Drost, and then, like the Lambada crew, they moved to the modifieds and haven't looked back. 5 aluminium Chevys, 5 high helix blowers, and a lot more power than they really need. Cruising down the middle. That's a fine full pull. But Bastian Bouting does not look happy. Maybe there was a problem at the rear, but it was difficult to see. Right, time for us to take a short break. We'll be back with the rest of the modifieds later on. Welcome back to Herning. Now this is an oldie but goodie. Green Spirit the 6th with Peter Direct, European champion in 1991, and took the Eurocup in 94 and 98. And they have stayed true to their Rolls-Royce Griffin engines from the Second World War. 4th in Bonnet, 3rd in Marder. Let's see if they can better that here in Herning. Oh, he really put that out the end. No messing there from Peter. I think the crowd of about 4,500 like that one. There are 4 tractors who are only pulling for points in the Danish championships, and this is one of them. Il Tempo Gigante with Martin Mikkelsen. 2 Rover Meteor engines with a lot less power than the others. And paying the price. 45.38 for Il Tempo Gigante, but Martin seems happy with that. Now this is Red Thunder, which is a double Griffin constellation, driven today by Ole Mikkelsen. Getting very close to the right chalk line. He needs to brake correct, and that has slowed him down, and he makes, let's see, 89 meters exactly. Let's see how close he gets to the line. Wow, that was too close for comfort, but he survived. Ole leading in the Danish championships. He goes back to the pits. Here's another Dane, Sorendal with Big Mama. Those are 2 big Iveco motors running on diesel. Big Mama is second behind Red Thunder in the championships, and he needs more than 89 meters to close the gap. Oh, he's not going to do it. Well down. 71.12 for Sorendal. The shadow's lengthening now as Big Mama goes back to the pits. One more Dane to come. There he is, Leif Johansson with Slæderhund. He's got a reputation for generating more than his fair share of smoke. Oh, it looks like one of the engines has stopped. So he has no chance. But he's giving it a go. His distance was, let me see, 43.99. So bad luck for life. But that's the way it goes in tractor pulling. The next round for the 4.5 ton modifieds is for the first time being staged in Hungary. So a long journey ahead of the Eurocup teams. Right, let's look at the pull-off final contestants. There's 4 from Holland, 2 from Germany and 1 from Denmark. Still, most of the spectators are here to watch the big boys come out to play as the sun is setting over Herning Pulling Arena. Gert Dingering is ready and giving the thumbs up. His brother Wim is just making sure everything is as it should be. And it's Intertechno Lambada who will be the first into the arena. The kill switch is added. And now we're ready for the pull-off final. Gert opening up the 4 Keith Blacks. They have a floating finish line, so pulls them up to 110 meters are registered. Oh, this is a good one. It's more than 100 meters. Let's see the distance. 106.52, an excellent full pull from Lambada. This is poetry in motion. Perfect pulling position. And Gert satisfied with that one. So he should be. Waving to the fans. Now from Germany, this is Ivan with Christian Sommer, the mechanic from near Bielefeld. Taking his time, building up the revs. And then letting the Isotov turbines do the business. 106.53 to beat Lambada. No, Christian's not going to do it. Well done, 86.29 for Ivan. But that should get him into the top 5, which was his aim for today. Well, Green Fighter did get a full pull after being stopped by the kill switch at the first attempt. And he made a full pull. And now he's here in the final. Willem Tamming giving Enrico Volaton the green. 3 Allisons opening up. Keeping it straight. But already slowing in the 80s. 86.09, which means 3rd place at the moment with 4 more to pull. But those are Whispering Giant, Fox, Simply Irresistible and Green Spirit the 6th, who are all capable of beating Lambada. We'll soon know. Stay with us after the break for the exciting finale. Welcome back to Herning Pulling Arena, where Whispering Giant is next into the arena. They're 3rd at the moment in the Dutch Championships and 2nd in the Eurocup. So I guess they would call it a really successful season so far. Starting up the 4 Isotov 3 turbines, which takes its time. Each one about 1900 horsepower. Now I think we're ready. 106.53 to take the lead, or 86.3 for second place. Trundling down the track. It's difficult to see, but I think they've beaten Ivan. They have indeed. 92.02 and into second spot for Hans Zubier. So their decision to change tyres really paid dividends, especially on this track at Herning. Hans acknowledging the applause from the crowd. The Fox viewing roof on top of their trailer. 5 Chevy Oldsmobile motors, and Martin Larsson hoping that today there are no breakages, so he can set maybe a new tradition. Looking forward to his coming trip to Hungary. Fuel switch on. Visor down. Easing forward on the throttle. Maybe a problem with one of the rear motors, but not a top 3 performance from Fox. 82.24, which is 5th place at the moment with 2 more to pull. There you can see the motor beginning to smoke, but that should move him up to 8th place overall. Don't worry, be happy, Martin. So it's beginning to look good for Lambada. News is coming through why Bastian Bouting was not looking happy after his first full pull with Simply Irresistible. He broke his rear axle and won't be coming out to contest the final. So this is the final tractor we'll be seeing today. Peter Direct needs 92.03 to beat Whispering Giant, or 86.1 to beat Green Fighter. Looking at the top spot, he needs 106.53 to take that. Come on, Peter. Throttle down, don't spare the horses. Oh, well, he gave it all he got, but he was still short of Lambada. The methanol burning off and giving his track staff something to do. And water is the best way to extinguish methanol. Peter's father in the yellow jacket on the right, just checking everything's okay. 98.99, so Green Spirit takes second spot, and that makes it really tight at the top. In the points table, Simply Irresistible is still top with 71 points, Whispering Giant is second with 70, and Green Spirit the third with 67. Into Techno Lambada, today's winner is now 5th with 63.5, so it's all to play for in the next round at Hungary. Fox 6th today and now 7th overall, but Lambada showed that they really mean business and nearly 7 metres ahead of Green Spirit in second place. But now the Kiss Misses are waiting with the champers and flowers. It's Pernilla, Anita and Nina. Rushing to get the bottles opened, as 3 flags show the Dutch dominance in this class. Here we go. Let's talk to Gert.
Yeah, it was perfect. Everything runs perfect, and we had a straight, nice pull. We just hooked up. Yeah, everything was 100%. We win the pool by 7 meters. We know we have horsepower, before the pool it's not so easy to tell for who's the winner, and we try always hard. And since we go to the States in 2010, we never win the Eurocup anymore, and now in 2012, but we win the Eurocup.
Maybe. Well, that's it from Herning Pulling Arena, and this is Roger England saying hope you've enjoyed the pulling and stay safe. Bye.